No, that's wrong. Dixie Diamonds 234. Brisbane, Australia, 6:30 a.m. Despite having fallen asleep a mere 100 minutes earlier, Clive Voss awoke, sat up, grabbed his cell phone from atop the nightstand between his bed and that of Willie Alley's, stood, and then slipped from the officer's quarter in which he and Alley had spent the wee hours of the morning slumbering. Exiting their quarters, he entered the nearest bathroom, slipped into a toilet stall, checked his text messages, and selected Riri Burchett's 4:32 a.m. text to read first. En route, operation to begin at 5. Nodding his head, Clive texted, "Good luck with your surgery. We'll see you in recovery," and then scanned his phone for items in need of immediate response. Finding nothing more urgent than Burchett's notification, Voss performed the minimum of morning ablution seemed acceptable by Western society on the cusp of the 21st century, then returned to his room where he left a brief note for Alley. Ablution, non-formal, plural noun, ablutions, the act of washing oneself. Dressed and semi-refreshed, Voss returned to the brig where he and Alley had placed Brency a few hours earlier and, credentials in hand, glanced at the desk sergeant's name tag. "Good morning, Sergeant McJanet. I'm ASIO Agent Clive Voss. You were kind enough to keep a suicide watch on a suspect by the name of Brent Brency. I'm here to transport him to Brisbane PD." "Right," a nodding Sergeant McJanet replied. "Show him or fill me in." Tapping at his keyboard, he added, "We've kept an eye on him." "Good," Voss replied. "Thank you. Anyone come sniffing around for him?" "Not since I've been here," McJanet intoned as he again tapped at the keyboard, "but that's only been since 0600. Leaning forward and squinting at his screen, McJanet added, "No notes, so nothing noteworthy, eh?" he said with a half smile as a piece of paper popped out of his printer. "This is the custody form," he added, handing it to Voss. "There's a pen there. I'll grab the prisoner, you sign the form, and we should be free and clear," he said, rolling his chair back, standing, and then retreating to the cells. Sergeant McJanet returned with a handcuffed and even more sullen than usual looking Brent Carter Brency in the lead. Stopping by his desk, McJanet looked at the transfer form he'd printed, confirmed that Voss had signed and dated, then said, "All yours. Do you want to cuff him?" Voss smiled, nodded, spun his hand to indicate to Brency that he should turn around, and whispered, "In more ways than one," as he placed his handcuffs on his prisoner prior to Sergeant McJanet removing his. "Free to go?" Voss asked. "You're so far as I'm concerned," McJanet declared with a nod, then added, "Keep your head up, mate," to Brency. "I don't know what you're facing, but whatever it is, it's not worth taking your own life." His heartfelt commiseration earning him a disdain-filled eye roll from BCB and a thumbs up from Voss as he led Brency through the brig's automatic sliding door and then down the 3 concrete steps to ground level. "You heard them all," Voss said. "Keep your head up. Not worth taking your own life. By the way," he added, glancing at his watch, "Brisbane's finest, along with a squad of cyber experts, have been busy exploring your little vulture's nest since 5 o'clock this morning. Wouldn't be surprised if they've collected some lovely evidence by the time you're safe within a cell." "Is that so?" Brency asked as the pair headed towards Voss's car. "I'll be surprised if I'm not out on my own recognizance as soon as your little boys blue have finished processing me."